Right, Lewis, it's great to have you back on the podcast again. How you doing?
It's a pleasure to be here, Adam. How are you?
No, you're most welcome. It's great to have you on, and yeah, I'm very well, thank you. I'm grateful to have you back on the podcast, and this time on video. And
Mm,
I kind of thought I'd start off by kind of like talking about how you kind of got into music and
mm.
the work that you do in your music, and you got some samples to show as well.
Of course. Well, I got my inspiration really from Avicii, such as Avicii, Joel Corey, chart stuff mainly. And basically during the lockdown, I've been sort of focusing on different genres and stuff like that, really, for the music production. And I'm always learning to improve what I can do, which is always in my favour. So, and yeah, just to get every idea out there and just really focus on what matters, really. So.
Yeah, no, that's it. And like you've been doing music for like quite a while, and you've got this ability to just create different types of like music in different genres, because you've done like dance music and all these different types, and you sing as well, and you mix it all yourself and you do it all yourself and write the songs.
Yeah, absolutely. I try my best to do what I can do. Obviously, with the lockdown, it's given me a bit more time as well to focus on not only my strengths but my weaknesses as well.
Yeah.
To improve them and just to try and get stuff out there. Really, to be honest with you. Yeah. So.
Yeah. No, that's it. And I think it's definitely been a time, hasn't it, where we can kind of focus on things and really think about things and put in that work. To do what it is that we kind of need to do, because we've got that time more now as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and it gives you a lot of time to focus on really what sort of matters to you, really. And stuff, and it's kind of it's made me a lot happier as well to focus on other things other than a specific genre that I do. And what I'm normally for me is the deep house stuff. So I want to get back into sort of doing learning more about future bounce and stuff like that. So every genre's going. So you've got progressive house, future house, all that kind of jazz. So,
do you have like a kind of favorite field like at the minute? Like, is there a favorite kind of?
Yes, I would say for me it'd probably be piano house. So everyone loves a piano. Everyone loves a party piano feel. And it's great to sort of create them ideas. I mean, for me, I've got a load of ideas on the computer and stuff, and it's it's just really want to feel alive when you can just put them out there and make everyone else feel alive by it as well.
Yeah.
So.
I think that's the amazing thing for like what you're doing and making content and putting out there. You're putting out value, and people can listen. How nice it is that you can put something out there and someone vibe with it or connect with it and really like it.
Yeah, because I think that's the most important thing. It's vitally important that you can get the audience to connect on that as well, whether it be producing, whether it be singing as well.
Yeah.
In my book, anyway, every song's got a meaning. So like I said before, focusing on the strengths, and it's made me a stronger person mentally as well to keep on doing what you're doing and keep keep on your purpose, really.
Yeah, that's it. And I think I like that purpose, as you mentioned. Like we talk about it quite a lot, don't we?
We do, yeah.
To do the things that you try and find what you love and what your passion is, and to pursue that, and to just follow through in that and what you're doing. And along the way, people might not realize or really kind of understand what it is that you're doing, on the periphery, but you in your heart, what it is that you want to do, and you've got to do, haven't you, what ultimately makes you feel alive.
Absolutely.
I think we've both kind of like encountered that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as well on your account as well, I think you're doing incredibly well with these podcasts. The way you keep sort of doing it and stuff. I've seen the I've seen the passion, the passion grows, and you to do more podcasts and stuff. And it's it's great to see that as a friend as well.
I really appreciate that.
And this is what I tell people as well, never ever stop believing for what you truly do believe in. And that's why I keep on going. And that's why I should keep on going with your podcast. It's great. It's great to see you, being a great success, really.
Yeah. No, I really appreciate it, Lewis. It really means a lot. And, I always appreciate you supporting me in what I'm doing. And I really appreciate it. And I'm grateful. And I'm grateful to have you on the podcast again. And, I'll always support you in what you're doing as well.
Thank you.
And I think it's important to do that. It's important to be around the right kinds of people, isn't it, who are supporting you in your journey. If that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's about, like you said, it's about having the right amount, the right people with you every step of the way towards your passion, really. So, and then you get a feel for it as well. So, which is
great. That's it. And we talk about people who, music artists and people who are successful, and you look at the things that they went through in their lives and where they are now. And you've got to start from somewhere, haven't you?
You have, yeah. You think about all these people that have been a massive success as well, and for a fact along the way that they've been trying, they've been maybe been what's the word?
Going through things.
Yeah, just getting through things, and maybe fail once or twice, but they keep going. And I admire anyone that has, what's the word, where you have 2 step backwards, but then you're focusing on what's important. Yeah, setbacks, that's the word. And just keep on focusing, moving forward, really.
Yeah.
Which is
I agree.
Most important thing, positivity as well.
Yeah.
Brings in so much happiness.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's it. That's it. I agree. It's important. It's important, and it just shows you how much your mindset is so fundamental and important, isn't it? To have that right mindset, especially now with everything happening in the world, to have that kind of mindset and that focus as well, that focus and that drive to stay on that path. Not be deterred by the opinions of other people, which we've touched base on a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it is. Do you know what? It is crucial that you've got to be think of a positive mind frame, especially during these times. And to be honest with you, Adam, there's a lot of stuff that's been, this music, producing music stuff. I've sort of not let the singing go. It's about focusing more on my sort of weaknesses to let them become more strength. And basically, that's what's helped me through the lockdown. Basically, is just producing. Getting up every day, searching for what ideas, save them, because you know what, in a day's time or something, you go back to them and then you finish the project, and that's how it goes. And like I said before, it's very vital that you believe in yourself for what you can achieve.
Yeah,
most important.
I really agree, and I think it's a really good point you made, and it as well. Like being like a master of your craft and just perfecting and just chiseling away at what you're doing, going back to it, chiseling on it, seeing how you can improve it, and keep on doing that, and like you said, to not settle for anything less, and just keep on trying to be the best version of yourself, and like your music's like really good, and like you've had it featured on the radio as well, haven't you, a few times? Is it BBC Radio Nottingham and stuff?
Yeah, I've had that for about sort of 6 or 7 times or something like that, and that's with the singing. But what I want to do now, what my main focus is to do now, is to do the producing side of it, and to get that out there, whether it be TikTok, all these social media stuff, and just get it out there. Then that's the most important bit as well on that.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not it's not easy sometimes. Excuse me, when you have to put out content, for the first time, or put music out there and things, like whatever it is, because we can sometimes worry about what people are going to think and things like that. But like all of these emotions and things are all part of the process. They're all kind of part, that fear, that fear of doing stuff. It's part of it. And I think if something doesn't scare you, then I think there's something wrong. If something doesn't scare you, there's you got to channel that fear and use that fear to,
expand,
propel you. Yeah.
Expand. Yeah. Just like that, really. Yeah. It's like, if one setback knocks you back, then that career is not for you. That's it. That's God's honest truth.
But I think, setbacks happen, but you've got to bounce back. I think it's how you bounce back from those setbacks, though. Do you know what I mean? Or when you say that, setbacks can be
more positive, don't you?
Yeah.
More positive.
Sometimes, you can have the setbacks and you can think, oh, this isn't for me. But I think, like what you said, it's what you take from it and how you learn from it and how you apply it. I think you've just got to, if you really truly believe in it, keep on doing it.
Absolutely. It is very, very much vital, isn't it? I think it's a very, very good vital point.
Because I saw a video with Elon Musk yesterday, and this guy was interviewing him saying, Neil Armstrong and how, there's other people don't agree with what you're doing, with this space travel stuff. And he was like, well, that's quite upsetting. And he got really choked up about it because they're his role models.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Who he looked up to, and he's doing all this stuff, and they don't agree with what he's doing. It's like you're looking up to a certain music artist or something, and then when you're building on that, then they don't agree with what you're doing. And it's like all these different trials and tribulations and obstacles that get thrown your way. It's how you deal with that, isn't it? And if you truly believe in it, you'll keep on doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know what? I started producing around the age of sort of 10 and sort of kept with it until this day, until, I've been on this specific type of software since I was 10. Singing, that was when I was sort of about four years old. And then I got into songwriting when I was about sort of 6 or 7, and that progressed into me wanting to do that pretty much.
And you can play the piano as well. You can play the piano.
Yeah. And I feel. Do you know what? I feel so blessed to do that amount of stuff that one person can do. And it gives you that absolute positive feeling that you can become stronger in yourself, stronger mentally, because, like I said before, this has helped a lot really with mental health issues. If you continue to carry on with your passion and focus on that more than anything else, then you'll get through it.
Yeah.
Or
exactly.
That baby step to get through it. Sort of thing,
Yeah. It all builds on, isn't it? And like, you're really talented in what you can do. And I've known you since what? Almost
18.
It was 17, 18.
17, 18, yeah, something like that,
17, 18. And, you're talented in what you do. And, it blows me away when you create the music and, you just got all this creative drive and energy into what you do. And it's really nice to see that.
Thank you.
And, I'm grateful to be your friend. And, no, you're welcome. And, you've got some samples, haven't you, as well?
I have. I'd love to share them with you all. So just
there's a few here.
So there's a couple of stuff I've been working on. Basically, it's not ultimately finished as of yet, but I just wanted to get something out for you guys at the minute. So this is what I've got for you in a minute. So.
And these all different. These all different samples.
All different. Yeah, all different. The same-ish genre, but in a way, I think it's quite unique. So let me show you.
When I, 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 when I
So yeah, that's one of the songs I've been working on.
It's really good.
Thank you. Do you want me to show you a bit more at all?
Mate, show.
Yep.
Go through each one.
Okay, so this one is Save Me. And I thought I'd pick up a bit of sort of do this one as a piano sort of thing and try and make it into a summer banger sort of thing, really, if I could. So here we go. This is the one. And this one is Never Meant to Be. This is like, I've got this this vibe where it's like I could imagine it like being in Ibiza, like a sunset type of song.
Yeah.
So this is like a little sort of preview I've got at the minute. So
that's mint.
Yeah, thank you, Adam. So that's like I said, they're not sort of done perfectly yet. I know the mixing is a bit off touch at the minute, but just want to get those ideas out. But when I do
still really good.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you. So that's sort of the ideas, and then obviously when you've got the idea, you basically progress it, and then the more hours you spend on it, the more better it will be, obviously. But yeah. And yeah, it's just to get those ideas out pretty much.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're making content, you're still creating something, it's not like you're not creating something. What's that? Have you got that other file as well?
Yes, there's one of me singing on here, and it's actually a cover of the Major Lazer Lean On. I thought I'd do a different sort of take on this. So
yeah, play like for how long is it?
What the song?
Yeah, play like say probably 40 seconds or see how if you want.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Or like halfway. No, I mean play from like a portion of it, if that makes sense.
Okay, all right, yeah. Let me see if I can find it. 1 second.
Of a kiss, a fire gun, oh we need somebody to lean on. A blow a kiss, a fire gun, oh we need somebody to lean on. A blow a kiss, a fire gun, oh we need somebody to lean on. Whoa, oh, oh, somebody to lean on. Whoa, oh, whoa, need somebody to lean on. Whoa, oh. Whoa, a blow a kiss, a fire gun. We need somebody to lean on. A blow a kiss, a fire gun. Oh, we need somebody to lean on. Whoa, oh, oh, somebody to lean on. Whoa, oh, whoa.
That's amazing.
That's
awesome,
man. Thank you, Adam.
I appreciate
that. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Round of applause.
Thank you. So I just wanted to show a preview of that pretty much as well. And I just thought I'd do just a little bit of a different take on that to the original, just a dance song.
Yeah.
So, and make it into sort of a folky acoustic, something different, and that creates a lot of creative intellect, as well.
Yeah. So and the thing is as well, you can adapt and you can pivot, and you're not just selected to one style of music. You can, mix it up, because you did another one. I don't know if you still got it, and it was like kind of like a grimy kind of style to it. You was kind of rapping or something on it. That one.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find that.
Because you can adapt and do different styles of music. You're not just selected to one style of music. It's like, I think that's one of the things as an artist. You see a lot of people who just do one kind of thingy of music. Michael Bublé is Michael Bublé. You can't really see Michael Bublé doing rapping dance music or rapping.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know that's one extreme, but like you got the ability to create your own. The thing is, you're creating your own songs. You're doing your own music. Some people have to pay people to write their own songs for them. If that makes sense.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you see it. Do you know when you see it on the songwriting thing, where obviously you've got the singers singing the song, and then you've got the songwriters, and they have a list of songwriters that get involved. I mean, it is great to do it on your own accord, and sometimes without help, and to get that emotion down in a song is just perfectly as well. Let me see if I can find that track here or something.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I think as well, like, it's inspiring for people listening and people watching this who might, be thinking about getting into music or creating content or singing, as well.
Absolutely. I admire anyone that wants to do anything like that with music or something. Obviously, I've got a strong heart for that, and it's it's just about the passion, pretty much.
Yeah.
And yes. So
what would you say to people who are thinking about doing it, like, similar to yourself? I
would generally go for it. I'll watch a load of tutorials on YouTube or something like that, whether it's producing or singing or something like that, or watch a lot, just watch and sort of learn, sort of thing, pretty much. And that's what I've picked up a lot of things. When I want to learn something, I'll go straight to YouTube or try and learn it off my own back, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it really does help. It helps wonders. And for me, I'm still learning about the mixing as well, mixing all together.
Yeah.
Which I do pretty much every day, and I'm on my purpose with that. So that's the first thing.
That's it, and I think that's a great point. And like with that comes the process, isn't it? There's a process to it all. A lot of patience, because those samples you've shown, they must take hours or days or weeks sometimes, probably.
Yeah, I mean, do you know what, Adam? I've been working on a project, one that's been actually mastered, but and that took me about 60, 70 hours to fully complete. So the clips you heard, your heard, was about 7 hours work.
Yeah.
7 hours work. Or
for those segments.
Yeah, or maybe even more than that, to be fair with you. You've got automation on the, with everything, EQ and all that stuff. There is a lot to learn, but there's always baby steps, and it is encouraging.
That's it. And the thing is, I talk about this a few times, is that people always see the tip of the iceberg. They see the person for where they are, in that success. They see them as their title. They see, the song for what it is. People, or the podcast, people don't see the hours and the days or the weeks or years that go in behind the scenes in getting that to where it is, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
People don't see that unless you see, you go behind the scenes and you see it, or someone talks about it, or if you're doing it yourself, that's when you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, do you know when you hear a song on the radio and you're not into sort of, you're not into music or something like that? A lot of people think, this took a lot long time to sort of make it and stuff. But then obviously with being a producer, it takes a hell of a long time to get things sorted out and mixed and mastered. And it's always so I've always been a big fan of that sort of thing. Sort of mixing and just progress more with it, basically.
Yeah. What do you think are the difficulties with it?
I mean, I'll tell you that it's not easy. It isn't easy. When I say when it's not easy, it's the mixing side of it. For me, it's not easy. I've been trying for years. I still cannot get it, but I've always got that positive mindset. I can get it one day. But like you said as well, it's all about doing getting that creative idea out there, and then obviously when it starts to feel to you a bit more interesting, you progress with it more and stuff, really. But a lot of these producers they don't master their songs themselves. They get the mastering engineer to do it, to make it sound boomy and stuff. And for a mastered track, it's just wonderful now. So.
Yeah. No, I think it's great what you're doing, and I just think just keep on doing it, because like you could put something out there and it'll just pop off, and I think when you truly believe in something, you should stay on that course, because you just don't know what's around the corner, or who's going to listen to it. Like,
yes, absolutely.
Somebody could watch and this is the crazy thing about it. Somebody could watch or listen to this, right? And get in touch with you, and then that's a whole new opportunity, a whole new field opens up.
Yeah, a whole new door opens up for you, a whole door of opportunity.
Trust me, it's possible. It's possible. I've had people reach out to me, email me through my podcast, and then present me with opportunities, and I never knew that was going to happen. They live in America or they live in another part of the world. The internet's an amazing place, and doing things like this is pretty amazing, because
absolutely.
There are going to be people listening to this who like your music, and they want to get to know. Guaranteed, people will want to know more about you and your music. Listen, after watching and listening to this.
Wow, thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. I really do.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, it is just about getting it out there, isn't it, really? Getting it fully out there. But, I have got some that are finished in terms of producing. But obviously, I just wanted to show you and other people what I'm working on. And then the finished article will come probably in a month's time or 2 months' time.
Yeah,
but
whenever it comes out.
Yeah. So I must have got about 80 plus ideas that I've done several to that. And what I've been doing, Adam, I've just been preserving, basically getting ideas out, getting ideas done, and preserving them for a bit, and then working on them. And basically, when it comes to promoting them, you can just go bam, 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 bam. Just
like you can just put one bits out.
Yeah. One every month, or something like that. Or
I mean, it's whatever works for you. I mean, people say you should post content daily and things like that, but you've got to do whatever works for you, whatever you feel is right.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think it is also key to obviously put content out there. But obviously, as well, is to keep it a little bit mysterious as well. To think, hang on a minute, that guy's released something else, and then about 2 months later, well, okay, where's this guy gone? And then and that's the time when you flood it.
It's that delayed kind of gratification, isn't it? And it's like, when, it's like I like Eminem, for example. A lot of people
great
probably don't.
Artist, great artist.
But when he drops an album, he doesn't do it, like every week. It's sometimes a year or two, or there's like gap. But you're waiting in that suspense for that album to drop, or if they do release an album.
Yeah.
If it was every month, I mean, if they're dropping not an album every month, but if they're doing it every week or every 2 weeks,
you'd lose count.
It's got another album out. It's like Call of Duty or Assassin's Creed. There's another game out.
I haven't completed Odyssey yet.
Yeah.
Or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I still haven't finished Black Flag.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't played. I haven't finished. I've finished Origins, and tell you what, that just slightly going off topic. Sorry, Adam. But
no, it's fine.
Origins is a magnificent game. Straight from start to finish, got me intrigued, and that's the most important thing as well. Got me really intrigued about it.
But we had this debate, didn't we, with one of my friends? Yeah. And I think a lot of people listening who probably played it, they might agree or disagree. But you said you prefer Origins to Odyssey.
Yeah. And then there's Valhalla as well. But sorry, about what was
Yeah. No, of course, the music,
So it's just putting content out there, isn't it, as well? Putting content out there.
Yeah, it can be intimidating, Lewis. It can be intimidating putting stuff out there, but you ultimately just have to start and just do what you think's best and right. I mean, there's lots of opportunities. The internet can be intimidating. You just have to have a way of dealing with it and blocking out the negativity if it does come out.
Yeah,
because half the time you don't even know those people. They don't even know you. And half the time, if someone's being critical, this is to anybody who's listening or whatever, you're putting something out there. If someone's being critical towards it, that's like a reflection of how they feel about themselves. They might be envious or for whatever reason, So it's not you; it's the other person.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I have got to get that habit now of just putting content out, and I've had a lot of people say to me, "Why don't you, just put it out? Just put it out." And I'm there thinking, I'm preserving at the minute, because once you get to that stage and you do get somewhere, you want to flood it all in. Well, not flood it.
You want to be
all in, but bit by bit, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, for example, with the podcast, I try and drip feed, the episodes. I don't have a specific day when I release them, but I will try and do consistently, maybe sometimes an episode a day or 3 a day, 2 a day. But I try and keep that kind of flow with it, and like releasing snippets of the episode and putting it on social media. So, personally, I need to use TikTok more.
Yes, that's something I need to use as well.
To break things down. But I definitely recommend you using that for your music. If you are going to put something out there, because it's very much music based, isn't it? Or it started out that way.
Yeah, absolutely. You hear a lot of people success stories on there as well. When for example, what's the producer's name? DJ Regard. He put something I read on there that he came up with this idea of the Ride It song, and
oops.
You right?
Yeah, my cup just dinged on this thing. Sorry if people are listening.
That's all right. He came up with this drunk. I think he came up with this drunk idea. So I read anyway. It stated that he came up with this drunk idea about this, and then he put it on TikTok. And then I don't know how long it was until it blew up. It blew up, on TikTok, and yeah, it just went viral. And then as soon as you get something viral or something blowing up on social media, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, any other social media stuff out there, then you've got if it's music based, you've got record labels that are going to start showing interest and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, it just grows. I mean, that guy on the skateboard who drank ocean spray, got that Mad Dog, I think, Dogface guy.
Yeah,
he's flying on a skateboard down the road drinking ocean spray, and ocean spray gave him a truck, and he's getting revenue through that. And
yeah, wow.
I mean, that's like one extreme example, but it just shows you can put something out there and it can just blow up, and people relate to music, people feel music, like playing those samples, it changes your emotional state. That's the power of music, is that it changes the way you feel or what you might be thinking.
Absolutely, Adam. I mean, it's about, with me, with this as well, it's about showing your passion to the world, a passion that I've kept since I was very young, and it's about showing. It is now time to sort of show that off, and show that passion that you've got the passion, and connect with people over the world. I mean, when it's about producing music as well, whether it be dance music and stuff, I just want it to be played, festivals and stuff like that. And to get that happy buzz to give to people. That's my main priority. Give that happy buzz to people that are that could be depressed, that need it. That need it and stuff. And that's the main goal really for me as well. Is to do that.
That's it. And that sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Adam, carry on.
No, you said to connect as well.
Oh yeah, to connect with also with the singing as well, to connect, because I write a lot of songs that is very, very personal to me. And I put that in a song and I write it, and it is just wonderful that you can just do that and put it in the song, and then you get the audience connected with it, and they connect with your feelings as well. It's the most amazing thing when you get that. For example, when it was on the radio and stuff, it's just amazing.
Yeah, that's it. No, I agree, and I think like it's quite, you're taking what you're feeling or what what's going on, and you can channel that into music and put it into something. And I suppose it's quite like a therapeutic process in doing that as well, because you're taking something, putting it into something. Yeah, absolutely.
It just focuses on your emotions.
Yeah,
it gets them out there. And it makes you a lot happier as well. To know that you've achieved something like that as well.
Yeah, that's it. Great. And you just don't know who's listening, do you? And what they're going through and how they can relate to it. And, it might change how they feel. And it's just, like a domino effect.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, it's positivity, isn't it? It's positivity to keep everyone going and stuff, really. And like you rightly said, you never know what a person's going through. And that song may just change their life. As in the way they look at things. You might connect them a bit more and think, something like that, pretty much.
That's it. I was listening to a podcast, this guy called Joey Diaz. I think I showed you his stuff before. He's a comedian. And I mean, yes, he used to smoke and do drugs in the past, but he said, when he was going through a rough time, he would play like Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin and these old, this old music.
Oh, yeah.
And he said it would just take him somewhere, but he identified with certain songs based on what he was going through in his life. And he said, it helped him, the music through those periods.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, who would you say your kind of role models are? Do you have any kind of role models or mentors in the first personally or professionally in music, or anyone who you look up to, if that makes sense?
Sean Connery.
Yeah.
As an absolute role model. Yeah, as an actor. Yeah. I think musically, it's Avicii. Avicii and Joel Corry and just people mainly really in that sort
of that field.
That field really. Avicii, the main one, pretty much.
Yeah, he was iconic, wasn't he?
He was absolutely iconic. I mean, back in 2010, when he actually, I wanted, to produce music like that. I was like, wow, this guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, so rest in peace, Tim.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah, so it's.
I remember we used to dance to his music in nightclubs and stuff, don't we? Like a lot of the time.
Yes, absolutely. We used to go. What was that iconic? Wake Me Up, Wake Me Up. We used to
Wake Me Up, yeah.
Dance levels as well. We used to do a lot of that. So it's and you know what, that brings a lot of good memories.
That's it. And is it Otto Knows?
Yes. Oh dear. Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah. And so that really Joel Corry as well. Beachy.
What about Shifky?
Yes, you know what? Great artist. His latest single, Do Me No Good. That's an absolute banger. Banger. And I'd recommend everyone check that out if you're into sort of your old school house vibe. That's a great song. It's got a great vibe. And check it out, guys.
Yeah, and I think as well, like we like the Selected, don't we? Selected and Proximity channels on YouTube. They like have tons of music on there, don't they? In that house kind of genre.
Yeah. I think proximity. Yeah, I'm going to go with proximity.
Yeah.
And that's like the progressive house type thing, and then it went into future bass and future house and stuff like that. And then you've got Selected, which is like the more sort of deep house vibey as well. Which I'll always have a big heart for that deep house sort of stuff as well, because I sort of started with that. And two great labels as well, Selected and Proximity. I've been struggling having that word.
Yeah.
Can't believe it for the first time. What's that all about?
Well, I struggled to say a word the other day. What was it? Is it inspicuous? Or I was saying something else. It was
inspicuous.
Yeah. But I was thinking as well, like deep rock music, which is more kind of what was that? What genre is that in? Deep Rot, the page on YouTube. They put out a lot of music.
Bass house.
That's all it is.
House. Yeah, bass house, a mixture of bass house and dubstep as well.
But yeah, dubstep was where it all started for me. Dubstep was. I remember having a CD years ago. This is before like the Spotify and all the rest of it. You probably had one as well, like an MP3 player with a USB stick.
Yeah.
And I'd put the CD in the computer and burn it onto the MP3 and listen to like bassline music. It was DJ EZ bassline. Yeah, it was pure. There was that song called Buller Cake by Dex Blicked, I think, Buller Cake. And the noises and the sounds of that, that some of that music, it just blew me away. And it's crazy how music can do that. It can really have a positive impact and an impact on how you feel. It's like when you watch a film and you listen to the certain soundtrack that goes with the scene. It's powerful. Yeah, music's powerful, isn't it? Yeah, especially in films.
Yeah, absolutely. Excuse me. Yeah. The most powerful thing there with a scene with music.
Yeah.
Extremely powerful.
I was thinking,
to one's emotion.
That's it. And there's so many films out there which kind of is any films that you like that you kind of like their music in, or
I like I do like the Titanic.
Mm.
Great film, and
yeah, it's very
music.
the orchestra, isn't it?
It's that's what, and I think it's about 3 hours film, I think, isn't it, Adam?
Oh, it's ridiculously long.
Yeah, it's 3 hours 44 or something like that minutes. And then, do you know, when I watched it for the first time, I thought, I was like, how long's this going for? But the very first time I watched, I thought, what's going on? Missing me tea here.
Yeah.
but in all seriousness, it's that's one of my main ones. Also with the James Bond, as you know me for that as well. With the
who's the composer for that? Do you know who the composer is for that?
Monty somebody.
They use
Monty
different
Newman, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, the composer, the music of with the Dark Knight films and the Batman films, Hans Zimmer, the Hans Zimmer, he's done all kinds of soundtracks, hasn't he, for films?
Yeah, he did the Lion King as well.
Yeah,
magical. But yeah, you got the James Bond. As you know as well as a friend for me. The role model for me, James Bond, when it comes to Sean Connery, when it comes to any sort of actor on that, with playing James Bond. I've got posters and stuff because he's a big inspiration.
I got you that poster, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. And I look up every single day and think, yes, top man. Top man and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's great. So I appreciate that, Adam. Appreciate that.
No, you're welcome. And you've done a lot for me, and you provided me with that soundtrack for the podcast as well. And I'm really grateful for that. And I use that for when I do the pre-intros and stuff as well. And it's important to have role models, isn't it? It's important to have role models and mentors.
It is.
And people we can look up to draw from, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's one of the most important things, really, that you can look up to. And the problem is, obviously, when a role model does something bad or something, it kind of reflects on your mind as well. Like, wow, this person really needs to do that. When you've got a proper number one role model and they do something bad or something like that, and it reflects upon you as well, and you think, wow, okay. Wow.
Yeah. No, I get that, and I think that's a good point, and I think that's why it's good to sometimes change your role models, to change people, mentors. Sometimes you're not meant to have the same one all the time, and sometimes I think in life, you can have people who you think, you can look up to or might be your role models, and they might not be. You might realize, oh, okay, so do you know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. You might think, change that as well. I mean, there's somebody else. There's Frank Sinatra as well. Yeah. There's just so many to mention.
Yeah, I was playing.
Sorry, Adam, carry on.
No, I was playing his music the other night. He's really good.
Yeah, I mean, do you know when it comes to karaoke or something like that? The first song, and this will be quite interesting to all viewers. But the first song I sing when it comes to any sort of karaoke would be Frank Sinatra, "My Way," or Frank Sinatra, "New York, New York." And it's just, it's amazing to sort of, being able to perform that as well, because I did perform that at when I went on a summer holiday sort of thing with my dad and stuff. So, and there was this guy who sang every night, and we went to watch him every night and stuff, and we got into contact and stuff like that, and we got talking, and then he asked me, we should do a duet or something, and this was probably the last night of our holiday, so I thought, okay, yeah, and I said, should we sing Frank Sinatra, "My Way"? So then rolling on to the night, I was, and I think it was the last song of his, and he sang the first bit, and then I sang the last part of the song. And my God, Adam, I got so many round of applause, and people going. I was like, wow, this is incredible. Like, and I think from what my dad was telling me, he was saying that people, it was very quiet when I was singing. I was like, wow, I'm so not used to this, and this is just extraordinary. It's extraordinary. And then the amount of claps, people were clapping me after I walked off the stage. It's incredible. Like, I was like, wow, this is something else. This is so.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So,
I think it's powerful, isn't it? And I think it's great that you did that. And it's inspiring. It's inspiring when you see someone do that. It's motivating because you're seeing someone. Like in that moment. It's scary. That's pushing out your comfort zone to the max.
Yeah,
going out on a stage, singing, in front of people you don't know. And it's like when you don't do that, you say something you're not used to, but you did it, and people enjoyed it, and you feel the benefits, and that buzz from it.
Yeah, you do, and it's the scariest thing when you've got an incredibly vocalist like that, like
Frank Sinatra.
Like the guy who was a singer. Yeah. He was amazing vocalist, and you're thinking, oh wow, this is going to be sounding interesting, isn't it? Me getting involved, I'm thinking, wow, okay, and and then so it worked out pretty well, and even he says, they all clapped, and I have got that videoed as well, and that's one of my most precious moments.
That's awesome.
Anything at all. That's one of my very precious.
Have you got it on your computer?
I haven't got that on my computer now, but I have got it somewhere on my computer, and now I need to sort of get that out there as well.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, as well, like, that guy, like, he would have identified with you because he knows you've got to start somewhere. He would have seen himself in you as well. He hadn't have just got to that stage of where he is. He's had to start out like that,
start at the bottom and then slowly go to the top
and build up. And it's like, in the future you can look back and help people and see yourself and people for where they are. That's the kind of beauty of it, and you can mentor and help people in that process.
Where you once were, you can help people with that. I agree. I 100% agree on that. You can help people where you once been.
That's it.
And because then it reflects on you. It reflects on you, and you think, "Wow, I was there," and then you mentor people. It's great.
Yeah, it's about giving back, isn't it? It's giving back and putting. I think like in life, we talk about this. What you give out, you get back. Like relationships, people. It's how the universe works.
Absolutely. With anything at all, I can 100% agree on that. 100% agree on that. But So I mean, going back to the gaming and stuff. I mean, there's quite a few games I need to dig my hands into and.
Mate, there's a lot of games you need to dig your hand in. You got tons of games.
Yeah, I know. And the
fact, have you finished Death Stranding yet? Have you finished that?
No. But I can do a great impression of a hot dog.
Jesus Christ! Oh, so funny.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you like want to say, or advice to people who are trying to figure it out, or trying to get out into music, or like singing? Like, what advice would you give to people?
I would say put content out, and that's exactly what I've been avoiding for ages. Like I said, I've just been sort of like I've been saying, I've been doing preserving and stuff, and best way is just to get content. Upload stuff to YouTube, upload stuff to Instagram. You'll get upload stuff to YouTube, upload stuff to Instagram,
social
media sort of stuff. TikTok.
Sounds
my
like
God.
TikTok. I know what you mean.
TikTok. Oh, mate, what's going on here today?
Let's all go and snap. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, chat snap.
Yeah, but no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Like, put content out on social media. But I mean, like, people, who might not feel confident. Like for people who might be not feeling confident, in putting things out. And because like you've been there and we've had chats and like, and it can be difficult.
It can
like,
be.
What aside from putting on social media, for how people feel, whether that's music or whatever content, or wanting to try something new, like doing what you're doing and following your passion.
I would follow your heart, what your heart really wants. I truly strongly believe that. I mean, yeah, I have to admit, it has been a struggle for music to put stuff out there. I would, yeah. Do you know what? It is quite difficult. It's quite difficult. For me, mainly.
Advice to people.
Just keep on doing what you're doing. Focus on something, and like I always said, always believe in yourself. Always believe in what you truly believe in.
Yeah.
And hopefully, you'll get through the bad times.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Adam. It is quite difficult.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's difficult, but I mean, people will be able to relate to the work that you're doing in that journey, because it's a journey in itself. Putting out music and content, and it's a process. And we live in a world where people can sometimes tell people not to do things, or they might not feel like they're good enough, or they're wanting results straight away. And it's all one process, which takes time and patience and work. And you're putting in the work. Okay, you might not have probably put out on social media as much as you wanted, but you're still putting in the work, and you still got a library of content you've made. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've always said, Adam, as well, if you've got people envious of you, the best ever revenge is to make a success of yourself. Prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. To show them that you can do it. You have got that positivity in you, and you can do it.
Yeah.
And you have a clear head. That's one of the most important steps to take, is know where you want to be.
Yeah.
And work for it, proper work for it, and always think positive no matter what. Because nine times out of 10, think positive, think things will work out. Like if you comply with it, 9 times out of 10, you'll come out much more a better person.
Yeah. No, I love that.
Compliance, most important thing.
No, I strongly agree. I think that's a really great point, and I agree, and I think it's. That's that main driver, isn't it? Just keep on doing it. You believe in it. Whatever that is. And I was thinking as well, like, is there anything else that you kind of want to mention? Like, where can people find you on social media and things like that?
Okay, so I have got an Instagram account, but I don't use that at the minute, because I found out that for me, I was spending too much time on that and wasn't focusing on my goals. So I've come off that for a little bit.
Where can people get in touch with you? Like email address or social media?
For Facebook, it's Lewis Dale. So that's Louis and then Dale. That's for Facebook. And for Instagram, my account will be l.misseldine. And what you would find is LN94, which is my producer name. Hopefully to be established.
Yeah. No, of course. Yeah. No, of course. I'll put in your details in the description for the podcast, and make sure people can find you and stuff as well.
That's one other thing I'd like to add, Adam, as well, is that if anybody needs any support whatsoever in what they want to do, whether it be music or anything, or if they're even having a feeling down day, feel free to contact me, because I'm pretty sure I will be able to help you. That's to every viewer out there as well. You know, because I've experienced some fair share. And that experience, you know, I'll never forget the term. Training is useful, but there's no substitute for experience. Remember that.
I love that. That's powerful, Lewis. Powerful. It's powerful.
Yeah, thank you.
But I agree, because I mean, the thing is, like, you know, that experience, you can't buy experience, can you? And it's like you said, it's, you know, experiences mold and shape you, and you take a lot from that experience, and you can then use you can use your experiences, you know, to help other people, or to propel, you know, to gain that resilience in certain situations, you know, to be able to deal with certain situations more effectively, to deal with life more effectively and stuff as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a top point there. That's a top point.
No, definitely.
Yeah, like I said, if there's any problems or anything, or if you want to sort of, you know, feel free to get in touch via Facebook, via Instagram or something. With I'm like, hey, I watched Adam's podcast. You know, or just anything like that at all. I'm always there. I'm always here.
No, I really appreciate that, Lewis, and I think that's really nice, you know, that you put that out there, because, you know, there are a lot of people out there, you know, in difficult situations at the minute with, you know, COVID and things like that. And I think, you know, it's nice that you're willing to help people, and I think that's something, you know, we should all be able to do, you know, to relate to it, connect with other people. Yeah,
absolutely. I think that's in important times like this, Adam, I think it's the most crucial bit, that people do get in touch with people, because there's nothing worse than people going silent. And do you know what? Suffering silence is not a good idea. It's best to talk to people. I mean, I've had my fair share with and it's still even going through sort of, you know, mental health issues. But the one thing that's pulled me together is doing what I love, and that's the music. And that's the most, like I said, that's the most important factor. And
no, exactly.
If anybody needs any help with if they're deciding to do something in music, feel free to ask. Question away, should we say? So it's just a brief message to say that I'm here for people who need it.
No, I love that, and I really appreciate that, and I'll definitely, you know, think people resonate with that, and I'll put your details in the thing so people can get in contact with you if needs be as well.
Absolutely. I'll be delighted. So we'll fresh that with a smile.
But no, Lewis, it's been great having you back on the podcast.
It's been a pleasure, Adam. It's been a pleasure. So I appreciate what you're doing, mate. And you know what? Just keep on going with that. You're doing absolutely fantastic. I mean, how many episodes have you done now? Must be over the 100 mark, because I'm going to be celebrating your first one in January.
I'm still publishing them. I've done probably over 206. So far.
Blimey, really? Oh, of course, yeah.
So I still got, you know, I still got more to publish, but I've done this is about my probably 208th or something, or 207th.
You're doing incredibly well since this started this time last year, pretty much. And I'm really happy to be a part of that anniversary sort of podcast as well. So it's been great, and never stop what you're doing, and always do what you truly believe in. So I think,
no, cheers, man. I really, really appreciate it, and I'm really grateful for our friendship and to have this. It really means a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you know, as well, what I've learned as well is you know who your true friends are when you're going through a bad time.
Yeah. Oh, listen, I need to stop now because I've got 1% battery. I don't want to lose this.
Okay, not to worry.
But I'll see you soon.
Yeah, see you soon, Adam. Cheers, mate.
All the best. Cheers, guys.